What if you already have the most powerful tool in the world, but you are not using it the right way? Your brain can change your life, help you learn faster, and make you stronger every day. But most people don't know how to use it well. In this video, you will discover simple but powerful ideas that can help you unlock your true potential. The human brain is amazing. It controls your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. Scientists say your brain can grow and improve at any age. This means you are not fixed. You can become smarter, more focused, and more confident. But to do that, you need to understand how your brain works and how to train it daily. Let's explore one powerful idea that can change everything. Your brain changes based on what you do every day, and this is called neuroplasticity, which means your brain can grow and adapt over time. When you learn something new, like a word in English or a new skill, your brain creates new connections between neurons. The more you repeat that activity, the stronger those connections become, just like a muscle getting stronger with exercise. This is why practice is very important. If you only watch or listen but do not practice, your brain will not build strong connections. For example, if you want to improve your English, you should not only listen to videos, but also speak, write, and think in English every day. Even small actions, like learning 5 new words daily, can make a big difference over time. Also, your brain learns better when you are focused and relaxed, so it is important to remove distractions and give your full attention to what you are doing. Sleep is also very important because your brain processes and saves information while you sleep. Without enough rest, your brain cannot work well. Another key idea is that mistakes are not bad, they are part of learning. When you make a mistake and correct it, your brain becomes stronger. So instead of being afraid of failure, you should see it as a step forward. If you train your brain with good habits, practice regularly, and stay patient, you can improve faster than you think. Your brain is always ready to grow. You just need to use it the right way every day. Your environment has a powerful effect on how your brain works and how well you learn, even if you do not notice it. The place where you study, the people around you, and even the sounds you hear can help or block your brain's performance. When your environment is clean, quiet, and organized, your brain can focus better and understand information faster. But when there is too much noise, distraction, or stress, your brain becomes tired and less effective. For example, studying while checking your phone again and again breaks your attention, and your brain needs time to refocus each time. This reduces your learning power. That is why creating a simple and calm study space is very important. Also, the people you spend time with can influence your thinking. If you are around positive and hardworking people, your brain becomes more motivated and active. On the other hand, negative environments can lower your energy and confidence. Another important factor is what you consume every day, like social media, videos, and information. Your brain absorbs what you see and hear, so if you watch useful and educational content, your brain becomes stronger and more creative. But too much useless content can fill your mind with noise and reduce your focus. You can train your brain by choosing better inputs and controlling your surroundings. Even small changes, like studying at the same time every day or turning off notifications, can help your brain build strong habits. Over time, your environment shapes your thinking, your focus, and your success. If you design your environment carefully, your brain will work for you, not against you. Your thoughts have a direct impact on how your brain works and how you feel every day. The way you talk to yourself inside your mind can either make you stronger or weaker. If you often think, "I can't do this," or "I am not good enough," your brain starts to believe it, and you lose motivation. But if you train your mind to think, "I can learn this," or I will improve with time. Your brain becomes more active and open to growth. This is called a positive mindset, and it is very powerful. Your brain does not clearly know the difference between real experiences and strong thoughts. So when you imagine success or repeat positive ideas, your brain prepares you to act in that way. For example, if you are learning English and you believe you will improve, you will practice more, speak more, and take more chances. This builds real progress. Another important idea is controlling negative thoughts. Everyone has them, but you should not let them stay for too long. When a negative thought comes, you can replace it with a better one. For instance, instead of thinking, "This is too hard," you can say, "This is challenging, but I can try step by step." This small change helps your brain stay calm and focused. Also, gratitude is a simple but powerful habit. When you think about good things in your life, your brain releases positive energy and reduces stress. This helps you learn better and stay motivated. Over time, your thoughts become your habits, and your habits shape your future. If you guide your thinking in a positive and realistic way, your brain will support your goals and help you grow every single day. Your daily habits shape your brain more than big actions, because small actions repeated every day create strong patterns in your mind. Your brain loves routines, and when you do something regularly, it becomes easier and more automatic over time. For example, if you study English for just 20 minutes every day, your brain slowly builds a habit, and after some time, it feels natural, not difficult. But if you only study once in a while, your brain cannot build strong connections. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. You don't need to do everything perfectly. You just need to keep going. Another important idea is starting small. When a task feels too big, your brain may resist it. But if you break it into small steps, like learning a few words or reading a short text, your brain feels comfortable and ready to act. This reduces stress and increases focus. Also, rewards can help your brain stay motivated. When you complete a task, even a small one, you can give yourself a simple reward, like a short break or something you enjoy. This tells your brain that effort brings positive results. Over time, your brain connects work with good feelings. It is also important to avoid bad habits, because your brain learns them in the same way. If you spend too much time on distractions, your brain becomes used to them. So you need to replace bad habits with better ones step by step. Remember, your brain is always learning from what you do, not what you plan. If you build strong daily habits, your brain will support your growth and make success easier and more natural in your life. Belief in yourself is a key factor that shapes how your brain performs and how far you can go in your journey. When you truly believe that you can learn and improve, your brain becomes more open, active, and ready to take on challenges. But when you doubt yourself, your brain starts to hold back, and you may avoid opportunities that could help you grow. Self-belief is not about thinking you are perfect. It is about trusting that you can get better with effort and time. For example, when learning English, if you believe, "I can improve step by step," you will practice more, speak with more confidence, and not be afraid of mistakes. This creates real progress. On the other hand, if you think, "I am not good at this," your brain will lose motivation and stop trying. Another important idea is that your past does not define your future. Even if you struggled before, your brain can still grow and change. What matters is what you do now. You can build self-belief by setting small goals and achieving them. Each small success sends a positive message to your brain and increases your confidence. Also, surrounding yourself with positive messages and supportive people can strengthen your belief. Listening to encouraging content or reminding yourself of your progress can help your brain stay focused and strong. It is also important to speak kindly to yourself. Your inner voice has a powerful effect on your emotions and actions. If you train your mind to use positive and realistic words, your brain will support your growth instead of limiting it. Over time, strong self-belief becomes a habit, and your brain starts to work with you, not against you, helping you move forward with confidence and purpose. Your energy level plays a big role in how well your brain works, and many people ignore this important fact. Your brain needs proper fuel to think clearly, stay focused, and learn effectively. This means your daily lifestyle, like sleep, food, and movement, directly affects your mental performance. For example, when you do not get enough sleep, your brain becomes slow, your memory becomes weaker, and it is harder to concentrate. But when you sleep well, your brain processes information, stores memories, and prepares you for the next day. Food is also very important. Healthy food gives your brain the energy it needs, while too much junk food can make you feel tired and unfocused. Drinking enough water is another simple habit that many people forget, but even small dehydration can reduce your attention. Physical activity is also powerful. When you move your body, like walking or doing light exercise, your brain gets more oxygen, and this improves your mood and focus. You do not need intense workouts. Simple daily movement is enough to support your brain. Another key point is taking breaks. Studying or working for long hours without rest can make your brain tired and less productive. Short breaks help your brain recover and stay fresh. Even a few minutes of rest can improve your performance. Also, deep breathing or relaxing for a short time can reduce stress and help your brain think more clearly. Your brain is like a machine, but it needs care and balance. If you take care of your body and energy, your brain will work faster, learn better, and help you achieve your goals more easily every day. Focus is one of the most powerful skills your brain can develop, but in today's world, it is also one of the most difficult. Every day, your attention is pulled in many directions by notifications, social media, and constant information. When your brain switches between tasks again and again, it loses efficiency and becomes tired faster. This is called distraction, and it weakens your ability to think deeply. To improve your brain power, you need to train your focus like a skill. One simple way is to work on one task at a time. When you give your full attention to a single activity, your brain creates stronger connections and understands things more deeply. For example, if you are learning English, focus only on listening or speaking during that time, not both with distractions. Another useful method is setting a specific time for focused work, like 20 or 30 minutes, and then taking a short break. This helps your brain stay fresh and active. Also, removing distractions is very important. Turning off notifications or putting your phone away can make a big difference in your concentration. Your brain works best in a calm and controlled environment. Another important idea is being present. When you focus on the moment and what you are doing right now, your brain becomes more aware and effective. This also reduces stress and improves your learning speed. At first, it may feel difficult to stay focused, but with practice, your brain will adapt. Over time, strong focus becomes a habit, and you will notice that you can learn faster, understand better, and complete tasks with higher quality. Your attention is like a light. When you control where it goes, your brain becomes more powerful and productive. Learning is much more effective when you actively use information instead of only receiving it, because your brain remembers better when it is involved. Many people make the mistake of only watching videos or reading books, but they do not practice what they learn. This creates a false feeling of understanding, but the brain does not build strong memory. To truly learn something, you need to use it in real situations. For example, if you learn new English words, try to use them in sentences, speak them out loud, or write a short paragraph. This active use tells your brain that the information is important, so it keeps it longer. Another powerful method is teaching others. When you explain something to someone else, your brain organizes the information clearly and finds gaps in your understanding. Even if you do not have a partner, you can teach yourself by speaking out loud. Also, asking questions is very important. When you ask why or how, your brain goes deeper and connects ideas together. This builds stronger thinking skills. Another useful technique is reviewing information over time instead of trying to learn everything at once. This is called spaced repetition, and it helps your brain remember things for a long time. For example, you can review new words after one day, then after a few days, and again after a week. This strengthens your memory step by step. Your brain learns best when it is active, curious, and engaged. If you only receive information, you forget it quickly, but if you use it, question it, and repeat it over time, your brain becomes stronger and more efficient. Active learning turns knowledge into real skill. Patience is one of the most important qualities when you want to grow your brain and improve your skills, but many people give up too early because they expect fast results. Your brain does not change in one day. It needs time, repetition, and consistent effort. When you start learning something new, it may feel slow and difficult, and this is completely normal. In the beginning, your brain is creating new connections, and this takes energy and focus. But if you continue step by step, those connections become stronger, and the task becomes easier. This is why patience is powerful. It helps you stay calm and continue even when you do not see quick progress. Another important idea is trusting the process. Even if you feel like you are not improving, your brain is still working in the background. Small progress every day creates big results over time. For example, learning just a few English words daily may seem small, but after a few months, you will know hundreds of new words. Also, comparing yourself to others can reduce your motivation. Everyone learns at a different speed, and your brain has its own path. Instead of comparing, focus on your own improvement. Celebrate small wins, like understanding a new sentence or speaking more confidently. These small successes build confidence and keep your brain motivated. It is also important to accept slow days. Some days you feel strong and focused, and other days you feel tired. This is normal. What matters is that you do not stop completely. Even a little effort keeps your brain active. Over time, patience turns into progress, and progress turns into success. If you stay consistent and trust your journey, your brain will reward you with real growth and lasting results. Taking action is the final and most important step in using your brain effectively, because without action, all knowledge stays useless. Many people learn, watch, and plan, but they do not start. Your brain needs action to turn ideas into real results. When you take even a small step, your brain becomes active and starts building confidence. Action reduces fear, because fear often comes from thinking too much and not doing anything. For example, if you want to improve your English but you feel shy to speak, the only way to grow is to start speaking, even if you make mistakes. Each time you act, your brain learns and improves. Waiting for the perfect moment is another common problem. The truth is, there is no perfect time. Your brain grows through imperfect action. Starting small is the best way. You do not need big steps. Simple actions like speaking one sentence, writing a few lines, or practicing for a short time can create real change. Another important idea is building momentum. When you act regularly, your brain gets used to movement and progress. This makes the next action easier. But if you stop for a long time, it becomes harder to start again. That is why consistency in action is very powerful. Also, do not be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are signs that you are trying, and your brain learns more from action than from perfection. The more you act, the more confident and skilled you become. Your brain is designed to support you, but it needs your decision to move. When you stop waiting and start doing, everything begins to change. Action is what turns your potential into real success. Another important part of taking action is staying committed even when you do not feel motivated, because motivation is not always strong or constant. Many people believe they need to feel ready or excited before they start, but in reality, action often creates motivation, not the opposite. When you begin a task, even if you do not feel like it, your brain slowly becomes engaged, and your energy increases. This is why discipline is more powerful than motivation. Discipline means doing what you planned, even on days when it feels difficult. Your brain learns from this behavior and becomes stronger over time. Also, tracking your progress can help your brain stay focused and motivated. When you see small improvements, like learning new words or completing tasks, your brain feels rewarded and wants to continue. Writing down your progress or checking off completed tasks can create a sense of achievement. Another helpful idea is setting clear and simple goals. When your goals are too big or unclear, your brain may feel confused and avoid action. But when you break your goal into small and clear steps, your brain understands what to do and starts moving forward. For example, instead of saying, "I want to improve my English," you can say, "I will learn 10 new words today and use them in sentences." This makes action easier and more direct. It is also useful to create a routine, because when action becomes part of your daily life, your brain no longer sees it as something difficult. Over time, action becomes a habit, and habits build your future. The more you act with purpose and consistency, the more your brain adapts, grows, and helps you achieve meaningful results in your life. Brain learn from experience and improve faster over time. Many people focus only on doing tasks, but they do not take time to think about what they did, what worked, and what can be better. When you reflect, your brain reviews past actions and finds patterns, mistakes, and successes. This process makes your learning deeper and more meaningful. For example, after studying English, you can ask yourself simple questions like, "What did I understand well? What was difficult? What should I practice more next time?" These questions help your brain organize information and plan better actions. Reflection also helps you become more aware of your habits and behaviors. When you understand yourself better, you can make smarter decisions. Another important part of reflection is learning from mistakes without feeling bad about them. Instead of thinking, "I failed," you can think, "I learned something important." This changes how your brain reacts and keeps you motivated. Writing your thoughts in a notebook can make reflection even stronger, because it helps your brain see ideas more clearly. Even a few minutes of reflection each day can create big improvements over time. It is like giving your brain a chance to rest, review, and reset. Also, reflection helps you stay on the right path, because it reminds you of your goals and progress. Without reflection, you may repeat the same mistakes again and again. But with reflection, each day becomes a new opportunity to grow. Your brain becomes wiser, more focused, and more effective. When you combine action with reflection, you create a powerful system for continuous improvement and long-term success. Curiosity is one of the strongest forces that can activate your brain and make learning more enjoyable and effective. When you are curious, your brain becomes more engaged, more focused, and more open to new ideas. Instead of learning because you have to, you start learning because you want to, and this creates a deeper connection with information. For example, when you ask questions like, "Why does this happen?" or "How does this work?" your brain begins to explore and search for answers. This process builds stronger understanding and long-term memory. Curiosity also helps you stay motivated, because learning feels like discovery, not pressure. Another important idea is that curiosity reduces boredom. When you try to find something interesting in what you are learning, your brain becomes active and alert. Even simple topics can become exciting if you approach them with the right mindset. For instance, while learning English, you can become curious about how words are used in real life, how people express emotions, or how different phrases change meaning. This makes learning more dynamic and practical. Curiosity also helps your brain become more creative, because it encourages you to connect different ideas and think in new ways. It is also important to protect your curiosity by not being afraid to ask questions or explore new topics. Many people stop being curious because they fear looking wrong or not knowing enough. But in reality, curiosity is a sign of growth, not weakness. When you allow yourself to be curious, your brain stays young, flexible, and ready to learn. Over time, curiosity becomes a habit, and your brain naturally looks for knowledge and improvement in everything around you, helping you grow continuously in a powerful and enjoyable way. Curiosity is one of the strongest forces that can activate your brain and make learning more enjoyable and effective. When you are curious, your brain becomes more engaged, more focused, and more open to new ideas. Instead of learning because you have to, you start learning because you want to, and this creates a deeper connection with information. For example, when you ask questions like, "Why does this happen?" or "How does this work?" your brain begins to explore and search for answers. This process builds stronger understanding and long-term memory. Curiosity also helps you stay motivated, because learning feels like discovery, not pressure. Another important idea is that curiosity reduces boredom. When you try to find something interesting in what you are learning, your brain becomes active and alert. Even simple topics can become exciting if you approach them with the right mindset. For instance, while learning English, you can become curious about how words are used in real life, how people express emotions, or how different phrases change meaning. This makes learning more dynamic and practical. Curiosity also helps your brain become more creative, because it encourages you to connect different ideas and think in new ways. It is also important to protect your curiosity by not being afraid to ask questions or explore new topics. Many people stop being curious because they fear looking wrong or not knowing enough. But in reality, curiosity is a sign of growth, not weakness. When you allow yourself to be curious, your brain stays young, flexible, and ready to learn. Over time, curiosity becomes a habit, and your brain naturally looks for knowledge and improvement in everything around you, helping you grow continuously in a powerful and enjoyable way. Time management is an essential skill that helps your brain work more effectively and reduces stress in your daily life. Many people feel overwhelmed not because they have too much to do, but because they do not use their time in a clear and organized way. Your brain performs better when it knows what to focus on and when to do it. Planning your day, even in a simple way, can make a big difference. For example, you can decide specific times for studying, resting, and other activities. This gives your brain a clear structure and helps you avoid confusion. Another important idea is prioritizing tasks. Not everything is equally important, so your brain needs to focus first on the most valuable tasks. When you complete important work early, you feel more relaxed and confident for the rest of the day. Also, breaking large tasks into smaller steps makes them easier to manage. When your brain sees a big task, It may feel stressed and avoid it, but small steps feel simple and possible. Avoiding procrastination is also very important. When you delay tasks again and again, your brain builds a habit of avoiding work, which increases stress and reduces productivity. Starting early, even with a small step, helps your brain stay in control. Another useful method is setting time limits for tasks. When you give yourself a fixed time, your brain becomes more focused and efficient. It is also important to leave time for rest, because your brain cannot stay productive without breaks. Good time management creates balance between work and rest, and this helps your brain stay fresh and active. Over time, managing your time well will help you achieve more with less stress, and your brain will become more organized, focused, and powerful in everything you do. Gratitude is a simple but powerful habit that can positively change how your brain works and how you experience your life. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, your brain shifts from stress and negativity to calmness and satisfaction. This does not mean ignoring problems, but it helps you see balance and stay mentally strong. Your brain naturally pays more attention to negative things because it wants to protect you, but too much negative focus can make you feel tired, anxious, and unmotivated. Practicing gratitude helps your brain create a healthier pattern of thinking. For example, taking a few minutes each day to think about good things in your life, like your progress, your health, your family, or even small successes, can improve your mood and increase your motivation. This simple habit trains your brain to notice positive experiences more often. Another important idea is that gratitude improves your relationships. When you appreciate others and express it, your brain builds stronger emotional connections, and this creates a supportive environment for growth. Gratitude also reduces stress, because it helps your mind stay in the present moment instead of worrying too much about the past or the future. You can practice gratitude in easy ways, like writing 3 good things that happened in your day or saying thank you more often. Over time, this habit becomes natural, and your brain starts to see more opportunities, more hope, and more meaning in your daily life. A grateful mind is a strong mind, and when your brain feels positive and balanced, it becomes easier to learn, grow, and achieve your goals with confidence and peace. Now you understand something very important. Your brain is not fixed, your future is not limited, and your growth is always in your hands. Every thought you choose, every habit you build, and every small action you take is shaping who you become. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to keep moving. Step by step, day by day, you are building a stronger, smarter, and more focused version of yourself. Remember this: success is not about doing something big one time. It is about doing small things consistently with purpose. Your brain is always listening to you, learning from you, and following your direction. So choose wisely, act daily, and trust your journey. If this video gave you value, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support more powerful content like this. Your growth starts now.